So let's say you work at Norfolk Southern. You've got a warehouse full of tired locomotives and a welder named Francis.
What's up, guys?
Oh my God.
So what do you do? That's right, you redesign the cab. But not just any cab. No sirree. Today we're talking about two cabs that look like they come from the same dysfunctional family. The Admiral Cab and the Crescent Cab. They both sound like expensive cruise ships, but instead of sailing the seas, they crush cars and blast horns at 3 a.m. This is the cabs that nobody asked for me to talk about.
Norfolk Southern, what's your function?
Hooking up the country, help me business.
Built by Curie Rail, formerly operating out of Hollidaysburg, because nothing says modern engineering like Central Pennsylvania. The Admiral Cab is essentially what happens when it
Norfolk Southern
says, I want to cosplay as a battleship. It's got the same EMD DNA, but with sharper angles, sloped windshields, and a center window that looks like it was designed to deflect incoming sarcasm. That is, so the sun can't blind you or judge your life choices. The cabs are also equipped with an underfloor air conditioner, because apparently Norfolk Southern got tired of cab units smelling like pizza pockets and regret. And most importantly, the nose isn't just steel, it's 1 inch thick, full-on Terminator grade. Like, if this thing hit a deer, the deer might apologize. That's 4 times thicker than your average GMD cab. It weighs 12,500 pounds. That's 4 Honda Civics duct taped together and welded to the front of a Jeep. So who gets the Admiral Cab? The SD40-2s? Check. The GP59Es and GP33 Ecos? Check. The cursed RP E4C and GPTE Beast Slug rebuilds you pretend doesn't exist? Check. And a fun fact, this whole windshield design was inspired by the Navy, specifically Admiral Paul Reeson. So now every time you see one of these units, you can thank the only train cab in America designed by someone who once spread life, liberty, and the dream of opening a Buc-ee's on every continent. Alright, so here comes the Crescent Cab. You might think it's the same thing, but oh no, it's way different. This is the Admiral's wide-nosed cousin. Looks like someone gave a Gevo a forehead lift. It's a new design, still made by Curie Rail, but it's got that same classic wide-nosed design we all love, or tolerate. And it meets all of the FRA crashworthiness standards too, so it won't crumble like your will to live on a Monday. The first engines that were seen with the cab were the SD60E rebuilds, which are upgraded SD60s that went to therapy, got a new engine, and said they not like us. The first one, SD60E number 6900, rebuilt in 2010, which is coincidentally the same year that Facebook turned evil. And who can forget the atrocious C40-8.5. So, what's the difference between these two cabs? The Admiral Cab is a narrow-nosed, road switcher design cab that is naval-inspired, and it's built like a brick wall. On the other hand, the Crescent Cab is wide-nosed, made for long-distance travel, has smoother lines, and probably drinks oat milk. And remember, just because the Crescent has curves doesn't mean it's fancier. It's just different. Like when your cousin shows up to Thanksgiving dinner with bangs. So, what did we learn today? The Admiral Cab is what happens when you let a Navy Admiral and a welder named Francis loose in a cab shop. The Crescent Cab is what happens when you want that, but
Toaster.
in the end, both of these cabs are safer, stronger, and heavier than your average EMD box, which means more protection for the crew and more aesthetic confusion for rail fans. Now, if we could get a glorious return of the high hood, come on NS, make that happen. I guess that works too.